Shall we play a game?
Oh, by the way, I'm not a sovereign citizen, so please don't classify me as such. I know you guys have some sort of code terms that you guys use. Never claimed to be. So please don't consider me that.
Right now, you're operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, okay? Reason for the stop. What's up with that tag? What tag is it?
That's the DOT, Department of Transportation tag, sir.
Do you have a tag for the vehicle?
Yes, so that is a tag for the automobile.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license and registration for the vehicle? Okay. Do you have proof of registration for the vehicle? There's no state for that tag. It's not coming back to anything, so that's why I'm asking. Okay, that's a passport card. Do you have a driver's license? What's that? Do you have a driver's license out of Florida or any other state? Registration or insurance for the vehicle? So you don't have a driver's license in the state of Florida, right? Okay. That's not a driver's license, though. Huh?
You have your body cameras on?
Yes, I do. What I'm going to have you do is turn the car off. What's that? Because I'm going to have you step out, okay? You don't have a driver's license. You're not allowed to be operating the vehicle, okay? What's that? Because we're going to have a conversation in the back of my car. What's that? Right now you're being detained. You understand? Operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license.
Roll down your window. Ma'am, roll down your window. Ma'am, roll down your window all the way so we can talk.
Okay, so I'd rather not for my safety.
What's that?
I'd rather not for my safety. I can hear you.
Ma'am, you have to get out of the car, so go ahead and shut the car off and step out. You're not producing any of the required documents that you're supposed to have?
Right, so I can show you some documents.
I need a Florida registration.
Okay, so I'm presenting to you my ID, sir.
Okay.
Listen.
Here.
I'm not.
Let me have that. Let me have it.
So I'm presenting
Ma'am,
to you my ID.
it doesn't work that way, okay? I need your ID so I can run it.
Okay, so here's my ID, sir.
Okay, now do you have a valid registration?
Okay, so I have a bond for this automobile.
What's
I
that?
have a bond for this automobile. My paperwork for that.
Okay. Yes, I need your paperwork and I need your insurance.
Okay, well, I'm not going to have you dig through a bag right now. I'm telling you to unlock this car and step out. Do you understand me?
Sir, I'm getting my paperwork. You just asked me for my paperwork.
What paperwork?
I know. I have my stuff.
What are you trying to show me? The only documentation I need to see is your vehicle registration, your proof of insurance, and your Florida driver's license. You showed me a passport ID. Okay. Your tag comes back to nothing.
I have a Florida driver's license. Because that was rescinded.
Rescinded?
That was rescinded, yes, sir.
Have you ever had one?
Voluntarily.
What is that? Excuse me. Solvent. Huh? Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I'm not a sovereign citizen, so please don't classify me as such. I know you guys have some sort of code terms that you guys use. Never claimed to be. So please don't consider me that.
Right now, you're operating a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Okay.
So, ma'am, what is this supposed to be? I'm sorry? What is the...
trust property.
What does that mean?
That the automobile is your trust. So this is trust property. That's the
Where's the okay? So this is not. So where's the registration for the vehicle? Okay, so you understand that by the Florida state statute, you need a registration, okay, and you also need a Florida driver's license or your driver's license from another state. You understand that, correct? You're operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida. Okay, so you're responsible for knowing the laws. Does that make sense? I'm gonna tell you the supervisor's gonna tell you the same exact thing we were telling you, because it's not the truth. The truth does not change. Well, ma'am, you're required to hand us a driver's license that is valid.
I have it over here. Ma'am, unlock the car and step out. I am not asking you. I am telling you, step out of the car. Do you understand me?
Okay, so am I being...
If you do not step out of the car, I will break this window and I will drag you out of the car. Do you understand?
So now you're threatening...
I'm not threatening you. I'm telling you, okay?
You just told me that you're going to...
Unlock the car and step out. Do you understand what I am telling you?
Yeah, hold on.
Ma'am, don't turn this into something that it doesn't need to be, okay? If you step out and you cooperate with us, we'll cooperate with you. If you do not, you're going to go to jail.
Unlock the car and step out of the car, now.
I'm going to step out of the vehicle under stress for the rest of the portion.
Well,
I don't know what you guys...
Something you have to do.
I don't know what you guys are trying to do here. So...
Come back here and... Stand right back here in front of my hood. So let's try this again. Do you have a driver's license issued in the state of Florida? No.
She does, but it's suspended. Same with the car. The car's registration.
Was surrender, sir. So that was
It
voluntary.
says suspended.
I understand that.
But
that was
you also have no insurance.
Okay.
And your registration was
So
canceled.
the driver's license was surrendered voluntarily. So I understand that's probably how it looks in the system. But I also have paperwork for that, but that's stuck in my car. So showing that I have my driver's license. Went to the DMV and I surrendered that voluntarily. I have my paperwork.
Because it was suspended.
Right. So
That's why
I
it's
understand
suspended.
that's
So you
what
realize
it says in the system.
you know you don't have a license that you're driving. Alright? The car's not insured and it's not registered. Alright? And you can't drive like that in the state of Florida. Alright?
So
Your vehicle's going to be towed.
Do me a favor.
And he's going to write you some tickets.
why is my vehicle being towed?
Because we cannot operate on the roads in the state of Florida. It doesn't have insurance and it's not registered.
So who is ordering the vehicle to be, my automobile to be towed?
We are.
Ma'am, we are law enforcement officers of the state of Florida. We enforce the laws of the state of Florida. That's the rules here. Is it yours? Or for you? This is, if you don't want to abide by the laws, man, that has nothing to do with us. Okay? And we're being as respectful as we possibly can.
On your phone call.
I'm talking to a family member.
Okay.
Sir.
Put the phone on top of this hood.
Okay, so sir, why do I have to put my phone
Because
on
right
the
now
hood?
you're being detained, okay? You're not listening. We're not going to play this game, alright?
Okay. I'll just...
Pocket. Have a seat. I'm not playing this game. She's going. Okay. Before I ask you some questions, I'm going to read you something, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have your lawyer present with you while you are being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you still have the right to stop answering at any time and speak with a lawyer. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
I don't understand.
Yes or no? Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Well, I'm not waiving any of my rights, sir.
I can't hear you. What?
I'm not waiving any of my rights, sir.
I'm asking you yes or no. Do you understand what I just read to you?
So I understand what you're saying, sir.
Okay, having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk with me?
No, sir.
Okay.
And these are her statutory violation charges from Florida law. And during the traffic stop, she said she's not a sovereign citizen. Well, these are some of her filings. This filing declares her statements legally binding under her own authority. And here she asserts immunity from state jurisdiction. And in 1915, the Supreme Court held states may require licensing and registration for vehicles on public highways. Here's Juan Galt.
Now, this is the case that decided for all times that the states could constitutionally require driver's license and registration for all who use the public roads. That's what this case is. This guy, Hendrick, he went into Maryland from D.C., and he didn't have his registration according to their law, and he was arrested and fined, and he fought it all the way up to the Supreme Court. And it specifically addresses the requirements of a driver's license and car registration. And the one thing you got to take away from this, the court said that the states had the constitutional power under their police power to regulate. So this is what we're going to look at right here. And Hendrick said that he had a motion that quashed the warrant because of conflict between the statute and the Constitution of the United States, which was denied. He was found guilty and fined. Well, he came up with 4 defenses for this this case, but there's some things I want to show you here that was interesting. Like I said, he lived in D.C., and on this particular day, he left his office in Washington in his own automobile. See that there? And drove it over into Maryland. We don't know why he went there, but we know he was in his own automobile, and he was arrested on the charge of operating it upon the highways without having procured the certificate of registration required by Section 133 of the what? The Motor Vehicle Law. Well, look at that. An automobile is a motor vehicle.
Ultimately, the case did not end in sovereign immunity. It ended in a plea and eventually payment compliance as of February 20th. So let's dance.
Every day at 4 o'clock when all the soaps are over, turn on my television. I watch my favorite talk show. It gives my brain a rest. Oh, but today when I tuned in, I saw a most amazing thing. Phil Donahue had found his perfect guest. She was an alcoholic, codependent, sex-addicted lesbian from a dysfunctional family, the only girl to be adopted by a mixed-race couple from Boise, Idaho. She had a premature baby from a marriage to a man, liked to dress up in her clothing. Why she joined that convent, friends, I'll never know. She left the church in '81 to make money as a stripper at a nightclub in Las Vegas, searching for the happiness that she hadn't found. But she contracted Lyme disease, salmonella, botulism, and a little spot of herpes simplex. Then she met the guru who turned her life around. Now she can't eat red meat after dark in the months between Lent and Rosh Hashanah. These are the dietary rules of the cult that she joined in 1985. They live in bunkers underground waiting for the Armageddon. Shirley MacLaine is their savior. And yes, they believe that Elvis is alive. One more time, everybody. She was an alcoholic, codependent, sex-addicted lesbian from a dysfunctional family, the only girl to be adopted by a mixed-race couple from Boise, Idaho. She had a premature baby from a marriage to a man, liked to dress up in her clothing. Why she joined that convent, friends, I'll never know. I guess that's just the way that these things go. I can't wait to see who's on Oprah.
If you enjoy watching paperwork meet consequences, hit like. If you appreciate facts over feelings, subscribe. And let me know what you think in the comment section. And to the channel members, thank you. Your support keeps this channel focused on facts, filings, and reality. It is appreciated. This case was not about nationality. It was not about treaties. It was not about identity. It was about operating a motor vehicle on public roads. Courts run on statute. Statutes are written laws, not declarations. Those are not the same thing. Belief is not binding. Statute is. Until next time, I'll see you soon.